Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to take a little bit of time to talk about Yokozuna. I just got him up to the 6-star level today, and I've talked about him for a while and how powerful he can be on the defensive team, and I want to talk a little bit about why that is. So there are a couple things. One of the big ones is that he has a huge health pool, and it's incredibly difficult to take him out during that first turn with just fast characters. So to the best of my knowledge, when he's at 6-star, there are no 2 6-star characters that can consistently take him out that are fast characters before his turn. You've got to get up to 3 characters before you can take him out. So that could be Willow and Shadowblade, and then one of the fast multi-attack characters. But when you do that, if you're going to use one of the multi-attack characters, either Black Diamond or Masuta Kira, then you're also going to do damage to any Tsumi that's there in the defensive team. And so there's a little bit of risk with that. You could set up your team so that you're going to take out Tsumi. Your 3rd character could be, or your 4th character then could be Augustus, and take him out right away. Then you're left with basically 2, close to full health characters left on the defensive team. But the big thing, having to set 3 characters as fast characters to try to take someone out in the beginning means that you've got a relatively squishy team. So there's more to it as well. You really have to focus, if there's a defensive team, if they've got other kind of powerhouse players, you want to make sure that you can get Yokozuna out of there early, because he can defend the other characters very effectively. That very first ability he uses, the Sumo Stomp, can make it really hard to do a lot of damage to the other team, to your defensive team. So first of all, a 50% chance that any given hit is going to miss, which makes it particularly hard to finish off characters, which seems to be kind of the key to winning those dungeon raids. If you can just finish off a character right before their turn and miss out on the special skills they're about to use, that goes a long ways towards helping you win that battle. At the same time, you get this nice defense buff. But another aspect that I think isn't often considered is that this is a multi-attack, and it does a tiny amount of damage, but it works very well with this trait, this Twinkle Toes trait that he has. So you get 4 shots at getting a critical attack, and he's got a 20% crit rate, so you've got a pretty high chance that you'll have at least 1 critical attack. Now, it's a tiny amount of damage, but that critical attack triggers this Twinkle Toes, which then gives him a much higher dodge chance for probably, I think it's 2 turns after that. So the next time then, if you get back around to his next turn, say you weren't messing around with killing him, you didn't finish him off, now he's hard to hit, and then he taunts. So now you've got a high health character taunting, you've got to attack him, and he's got a high dodge chance. And the next turn, he's going to heal. So if you don't get through destroying him in that first 3 turns, it's going to be really difficult to take out a defense buffed tank type character that's taunting, that's got most of their health back from that self-repair. Self-repair does a lot of, can heal him for a large amount of health. So it says a large amount here. I think the heal, I haven't used it in a little while, but somewhere on the order of 3,000, so that's about half of his health. Can bring him back from being significantly damaged. And then if you're attacking him and he's got that defense buff up still, it'd be really hard to do any real damage while the rest of the defensive team keeps swinging away. All right, so that's one of the core benefits, I would say. But another reason why it's useful to lead with him is that he doesn't do a lot of damage on his own. So he's a great kind of support defensive character. He buffs up your team. But if he does get taken out, at least you're not left with... you're still leaving your characters that do a lot of damage. And so that's a huge benefit. If you put Igorok in first, and they, take out that character, take out Tsumi, now you've got Yokozuna and 1 other character left, Yokozuna is going to not be able to do a whole lot of damage. He's going to protect the other one, but now you've really only got 1 significant damage dealer left on the team. And so it's another reason why it's great to put him in as your first character. Hard to take him out. If they leave him in, it's much easier to defend the team. Just causes a lot of problems for anyone trying to defeat that team. So he can be incredibly useful. Again, I recommend putting him in there as your first character. It can be hard to take out. And for me, I end up using Igorok as the second character primarily because they're not going to be able to take out, at least with fast characters, two of those characters that are both of the same element. So if you put in Bovis Eldoro as your second character, then depending on your star level, you may not have them all, 6-starred. If it's a low star Bovis Eldoro, they could potentially use Torchy and take him right out if they've got a high level Torchy. So that's, where Torchy's not going to help out Yokozuna. So really just the elemental differences in the rogue, in the fast characters, makes a difference. If all they have left to try to attack your next character, they're trying to use an all-fast team or something, and all they've got left is Torchy, they're not going to use that on Igorok, so they're going to then take either freeze, or they'll have to do something different, like have those 3 fast characters and go with Bovis Eldoro. But then, again, they've done a lot of damage to Tasumi, and, risk taking highly buffed attack if they can't finish him off that next round. So that's the reason why I really like that team. There are some other great teams for defense, but I think Yokozuna makes a great addition. And just wanted to do a little bit of a highlight on him real quick. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to everyone soon. If you liked this, then you're going to love what we have coming out next. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more mobile gaming videos, or check out the rest of the channel for more tips and tricks. If you don't have this game yet, feel free to download it from the sponsored link in the video description below. These downloads help to support the channel and help us to continue to put out more great videos. Thanks again for all your support, and come back soon as we continue our quest, seeking every possible advantage.